Okay, so I just wanted to talk about that clip of Mel Murder coming home. What was your relationship with him?
That was my dog, man.
Yeah.
That was my dog.
Uh-huh.
He cool. Welcome home, Mel.
So you guys stay in touch, or?
Always stayed in touch, you know what I'm saying? Send out my love.
Okay. But you got to admit that the group seems like it's kind of splintered, that a lot of you who are previously close maybe don't talk so much anymore. Is that just kind of the result of everybody being so apart during this?
I mean, yeah, everybody. It happens to people who grow, man. That was mad years ago, man. That was like 2017. That was like 8 years ago, bro. 7, 8 years ago, something like that.
So like the 6ix9ine spoke about it, and he basically said that it's disrespectful that Mel had to take the train from prison to the city, and yeah, Jim Jones is intercepting him and giving him a hug outside the train station and everything, but
he wanted to do
if
that.
you really with him, you would have maybe gone up there. You would have got him a plane ticket. There's a lot of ways.
Think nobody could have did that?
I mean, I don't know. That's just like 6ix9ine was making it like this guy's so broke that this was his only choice and nobody looked out for him.
You believe that and you listening to him? I could have did that. I got the bread on me right now. You don't think if Melly wanted to come home on a plane or train, we could have did that to him? The man wanted to ride on the train. I didn't get nobody to pick me up. I rode home, bro.
Okay.
I wanted to. When you do so many years, you just want to.
Because he was upstate?
He was in the feds.
But he was upstate New York, or I don't know where the feds are.
He had got moved again, I think, from New York or somewhere. So
but you were upstate New York or not?
Yeah, I was in upstate New York.
Oh, okay.
Cold as man. I was 45 minutes from Canada. I've been to all them racist ass prisons. The worst shit I ever been to.
For sure. But okay, so you're saying that was probably more of him just being his own man.
Everybody that come home from prison does that. I came home from prison. I didn't want nobody to pick me up. I didn't want to see nobody. I just wanted to ride and see life and trees and people and stuff. And that's probably what the he wanted to do. Mad years, he probably just wanted to ride and chill. He came home, he's straight, he blessed. Everybody took care of him. What the you don't think they could have got him? He didn't want to do that. So everybody always listening to these false narratives. You feel me? I don't know why. And they just go in and believe it because nobody else is there to detest what he's saying or prove him otherwise. You feel me?
He's smart though, because he knows that it's kind of like a compelling narrative, and it could even kind of get in between. Maybe the people start seeing that and start thinking like, oh, maybe they really don't with me if they didn't pick me up. Like he kind of knows like what buttons to press.
That what people would believe. And I ain't gonna lie, I probably would believe it too if I didn't know the story and shit and hearing from him, because he's a pretty convincing person with when he comes to his marketing strategies.
Yeah.
I call it.
But okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think when I think back to the heyday of 6ix9ine in 2017, 2018, whatever, it felt very intentional. Everything felt intentional. And even when I was re-listening to our old interview, you're talking about him with the Mexican flag and how he kind of had like a plan
from jump.
That even though he's in a black gang and he's making black music, that he also wants the Mexicans to fuck with him. So he's kind of like doing things to appeal to them and everything. And that really makes sense to me. But when I see him now on that Vlad interview, it doesn't feel like an evil genius. He just kind of seems like a drunk, crazy person at this point.
And it's crazy that you sit here and you forget everything when you was here from the beginning. You was one of the first people to even interview him on a large platform. And for him to act like he even talk about you the way he do and act like, you know what I'm saying, you rather go to Vlad than no jumper. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a more realer platform, and I did both platforms for real. Feel me? I don't really with certain shit that Vlad say or the way he acts or produce his questions and shit. You know, I'm a hood nigga. You know, I'm outside.
Vlad's my good friend, but yeah, I feel you.
Cool. I ain't got no problem. I'm just saying.
But I mean, to be fair, well, I feel like Wack asked 6ix9ine multiple times to do no jumper. I feel like he has always hated me basically since he blew up.
Wack
because
from the Valley, right?
Huh?
Wack from the Valley, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Wack basically like. Or excuse me, like I feel like 6ix9ine has always hated me just because of the fact that I didn't really 100% with him before he got famous. So then once he got famous, it was you.
Why you think Wack was doing it? Because he was one of the first person that got him to interview on the platform before, because nobody was really besides the Jake Paul bullshit.
I think Wack is an opportunist, and he saw the opportunity with 6ix9ine and realized this is a person that needs help. But
he's a part of the culture, on our culture, on that side of whatever.
Right.
Why?
But I feel like from his perspective, he's a gang member, but that doesn't mean that he can't manage or help out somebody who's a snitch. I think that was his perspective on it. But I'm gonna be real, like a lot of his relationships in hip hop got fucked up by the fact that
you said he is a gang member.
I mean, am I crazy? But like
on a business aspect, it's no problem with him doing
managing
a snitch.
Now, I think where he would draw the line is he would say, I'm not going to ever let 6ix9ine see me or my homies put in work, But as far as negotiating business deals and making money with him, why can't a gang member help out a snitch?
All right, cool. And if you're gonna say that and you're gonna do that, and you sat there with him, stop fronting. You was right there with Whack and 6ix9ine and the other dudes, and y'all did it together.
Right.
So if that was the case, and you're gonna let him do it, I ain't snitch. I'm not saying on a business aspect he felt like he didn't do what you do, whatever. Why not bring somebody else like me or somebody else or Seiko that could sit there and argue it out? You feel me? I probably wouldn't have went there if he was there because I would have probably lost my mind. But
you remember how they started is that at first it was like, it was supposed to be such an epic battle that 6ix9ine and Whack were going to do a podcast together. And then they did it. And Whack did like kind of really stand on his shit and kind of put down 6ix9ine a lot and tell him what was going on and everything. But then by the end of it, it was kind of like, shit, well, all right, we're cool. Like, if you want me to help you out business-wise, I'm down to do it. And I think 6ix9ine, you know, he needed, especially at that time, he just needed like anybody who was actually anyone who's established in the industry to help him. Well, I mean, yeah, like if he negotiated a $1 million deal for him and Kodak to do a video together, and Whack even got 10% of that, like, yeah, shit.
Why Kodak did that?
Great day at work.
Fuck Kodak do that for? Fuck he needed that for $1 million. We could have got you $1 million, Kodak. We getting money over here too. The fuck you went over there and did a song with a snitch. He the only person that did it besides Nicki Minaj. A lot of
other $1 million after that.
From that, or just
no, just other millions. I'm sure.
Yeah, so why
get $1 million every other week?
Come on, man.
Okay, but you got to admit that the way Kodak did it is that he did the verse, didn't really make it look like he with 6ix9ine in doing the verse, and then also dissed him on the verse.
I seen that.
Had to change it. Well, they changed it. I don't think he had to change anything, but they took the diss out, and then his producer leaked the diss. So even though he did do a song with him, he also found a way to basically disrespect him in the rollout. So he got the money and got to shit on him publicly, which I think is what Kodak wanted to do. And I think Kodak was correct that it didn't f up his image.
It's still the principle. I'm a man that live off principles and morals. Real shit. On any aspect that I do in my love life, my relationship, my business, my participation in my gang affiliation, whatever. I live off principles and morals, bro.
I feel you, but also the way it worked out for Kodak is I think he got to keep 95% of his respect, and he got $1 million. And
for who? 95% for who?
I mean, I don't
come in my hood and dap nobody up. Nobody.
You don't think?
For what? Nobody. For
I feel like if Kodak goes to Brooklyn tomorrow, he's good.
Maybe Brooklyn,
he's
but
celebrated.
He can't come to Bed-Stuy and chill. I wouldn't need him, and none of my friends wouldn't approve of that.
I would say that is a very small minority of people. I think when Kodak Black shows up somewhere, nobody's thinking about 6ix9ine.
Maybe you're right. Absolutely. But me personally, he couldn't come to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and post up. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it is a small minority of people, and it's just a small neighborhood. Yeah, you're right. But
right. I'm just saying, I think that ultimately Kodak was kind of right in his calculation that he could do it.
And I don't even got no problem. Matter of fact, if Kodak Black come to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn and shit, I wouldn't even do that. I have nobody doing that. I'll just leave.
Right.
I don't got no problem with him or nothing. I don't really care, but I don't approve it. I don't jack what him doing the song would do it. I don't feel like it was right. So I just wouldn't want to be around him in his presence. There's no problem with Kodak. Shout out to Kodak. I fuck with his music. I bump his shit and shit. I got no hate for him, but I just don't like him, approve of him doing the song. That's just how I feel, man. I'm a man. That's just how I feel.
I feel it.
Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the Amazon for everything that you need to get lifted. Whatever your vibe is, their app makes it super easy for you to shop for your next sesh. Shipping is fast, the packaging is super low key, and they're always running deals. Tap into the app and use code NOJUMPER to get a little something off. Shout out to Everything 420.